Hey guys, and welcome to Team Charge. My name's Sarah. If you don't know me yet, you will get to know me soon, hopefully. I wanted to create a video just to show you what is this leadership portal. You might have heard old exec talking about a leadership manual. It's all online now. Everything you need to do to be the best charge leader you can be is in this leadership portal. And if there's ever something that you're like, I think it should be in there, email me, tell me. I'm the one who kind of maintains this and continually updating it, trying to give you guys as many resources as I can to make sure that you are confident in leading your charge chapter. So I'm going to dive in now. Hold tight. It's going to be a lot of info, but this video is never going anywhere. Watch it as many times as you need, and don't forget to fill out the form at the end of the training completion. I am so excited to dive in on this journey with you. Alrighty, so here we are. We're at the charge.com/charge-leadership-blog, and this is the leadership portal. So you'll be greeted at this lovely page. We have our core values at the top here. You should always be looking at those. And this is the opening page you'll see whenever you come in. So I'm going to just describe a little bit about what each of these boxes has. So position resources. This is where you're going to find the bulk of what you need as a charge leader for your specific position. Small group coordinator. As an executive team member, you are a small group coordinator. This is where you're going to have everything you need to know about being a small group coordinator. So you'll see, when do they start? What are the expectations? What's your weekly checklist? A sample agenda, semester schedule of the small group themes, when you guys are putting those together. Attendance, making sure that's updated every week right after your small group, and then just common kind of challenges that we've seen, as well as a whole archive of small group workouts for you. Exec newsletters. I send out exec newsletters on the 1st and 15th of every month, and this is incredibly important for you guys to stay up to date. You should get it to your charge email address, but if for some reason you aren't getting them, all you have to do is come here, check out the exec newsletters. They're right in here. Look how fun that is. Elections and transitions. So this is something primarily only used in the spring, or if there is ever the circumstance of a special election. So you'll see the spring elections, the guidelines, the checklist, as well as then special elections. And so that's if, someone has to resign or someone is excused from their position. And so we have their timeline as well as their transition process after that for a special election. And then anything you could possibly need down here, including the spring transitions button, which dives deeper into becoming a new exec team member and how that happens. Exec team member training. This is what we are actually deep within right now, and you are, learning all your videos. And so if you ever forget a video or you're trying to remember where is that one thing, just come back in here, pop in, watch your video again. They're not too long. And this is, really all of the training that you need to be an awesome exec team member is in these videos. Chapter standards. So this is, what is a charge chapter? We do have standards for all of our charge chapters to make sure they're hitting. And if a chapter isn't reaching these standards, we do evaluate them and put them on kind of focus letters and action plans to try and get them back up to our standards. So this kind of just describes what they are with our membership target, the chapter activity rates, making sure execs are responsive to nationals as well as to the ambassador, the social media standards, studio spotlight capacities and making sure you have enough space, small group guidelines, socials, retreats, and formals, campus events, getting charge branded apparel, product donations, discount codes, and membership dues. All of these are in the chapter standards, and this is something definitely to be familiar with. The chapter materials in Dropbox. This is, a direct link to anything you could need for your chapter from the leadership portal. So you'll see lots of different things in here. If you are, I think I want to do chapter stickers, you just come into the chapter material Dropbox. Or if you need your bolt for some reason, come in here. So that's all easy. Your chapter drives, this is a direct link to where your Google Drive is, so you'll be able to log into that easily. Exec shop, this is a shop exclusive for Team Charge. So you'll see it's kind of past fit plan items. If you maybe weren't able to be a part of one of those fit plans, you still have access to those things, and that is going to be updated soon. And then we have Run, Charge, and Fit plans. And so this is where information that's exclusive for you guys and what you need to be doing during Run, Charge, and Fit plans will go in these 2 buttons when those seasons are on us. So I'm going to dive really quick just into the position resources. I know we're going to do a deeper dive for your position, but these top 3 are also really important. So we have our exec expectations and exec contract. You should have already signed the exec contract if you're watching this. And you should be familiar with all of the expectations we do have for our executive leaders. This is because we believe in you guys and we know what amazing work you're doing on your campus. You have our national contact info. So I get a lot of questions about, who do I email for this? Who do I email for this? So most cases, the CLC should be the first person you contact after your ambassador. If it's just a non-urgent update, email your CLC. If it's urgent, then please text or phone call her. If it's an emergency, call your CLC, and if she doesn't answer, then you can call me. Website issues, if your headshot isn't right, something's misspelled, maybe a chapter member thinks they purchased their membership but it didn't go through, etc. Email support@charge.com, and that's how we'll fix things on the website. Shop issue, your gear hasn't arrived yet, someone has an issue with tracking number, etc. Email shop@charge.com. And that's how we'll do gear. Please do not, post in the Facebook pages about questions with shop gear. Just email the shop@charge.com. That's going to be the fastest way to get a response. Chapter leadership consultants. You'll see all of these beautiful ladies here. This is where we have just all of their info. You can Insta them, email them, etc. You should know who your specific chapter leadership consultant is, but don't hesitate to reach out to any of them. They all are here for you guys. And as always, if you ever need something directly from me, my email address is sarah@charge.com. All right. Then finally, we have year deadlines. This is incredibly important for you guys to be on top of as well. So you'll see it's pretty straightforward, just kind of goes on to the weeks before the semester, and then we'll have the quarter underneath here. Please just make sure you're staying on top of it and that you are accountable for all the things that are in here. All right. That is it before we start into the deep dive of your position. Are you ready for this? Alrighty, so we just finished kind of going over these 3 boxes, and now we are on to diving into you as the treasurer. So, as the treasurer, these are kind of your 3 main responsibilities. You're leading the small group. This is a link directly to the small group coordinator page. You're planning chapter social events, so the welcome party, the 2 socials that you need to have every semester, leading a charge group to participate in a university event, the end of semester party, leading a social committee. This is not mandatory. This is an optional thing if you guys are meeting your chapter standards. And you're leading larger chapter events, such as a formal or retreat, if you guys are meeting your standards. You're also the manager of the budget. So you're obtaining receipts, you're reimbursing exec when necessary, you are uploading all receipts into the Google Drive, you're purchasing recruitment materials, you're developing a budget for the exec team to follow every semester, and you're making sure the ambassador is receiving the dues from National. You do not actually receive them. The ambassador is the one that's on the Clear Exchange account for this, but just make sure that she's getting them. Charge Budgeting 101, this is just about, how do you create and maintain a budget, kind of what you should be spending money on. You can always reach out to your CLC. This is the suggested budget, obviously. It's different for chapters, and sometimes I have girls asking, how can I know how much of a budget to expect? That's why we have these membership targets. Those are the averages of chapters, so You should expect in the fall to hit your membership target. And then in the spring semester, we do know that there is a little dip with girls graduating or studying abroad, as well as girls who just figure out, charge maybe isn't for them that fall semester. So you should expect about 75% of your membership target. Fundraising, you are allowed to fundraise. Please follow these things. You can hold a bake sale if your university allows. You cannot sell items, but you can fundraise with a local restaurant. To do this, you're going to need your chapter EIN. Your CLC and ambassador knows exactly what this is, and it's on your bank account. It's how you got it. If you, for some reason, aren't able to have a student organization bank account, then you might not have one of these, and you probably won't be able to fundraise with a local restaurant. Large chapter events. So this is very important. These are the 3 kind of things you have to meet to have a large chapter event. You can have t-shirts for these large chapter events. They must be a part of the event fee. They can't be sold to the chapter, and they also have to be approved by your university, and they also have to be designed by charge. So you submit a design request. The colors, retreat theme, tagline, date. It needs to be at least 4 weeks in advance, and the final design comes from us and is approved by us. Please do not send us designs. We are going to be coming up with those. We love when you guys send us your ideas or inspo. Like if you have certain images that you're looking for, please send those over. But we will be able to send you back the final pings and anything you'll need as long as you send it in plenty of time. So here are kind of what you guys have down here. Your checklist for the semester. This is a weekly, monthly semester checklist, so you make sure you're on top of everything. Your Facebook group, make sure you're saying hi to all the other treasurers, sharing ideas about formals, etc. A sample budget folder. This is so you can see exactly what that budget folder should look like and make sure that you are doing it similar to that. The welcome party agenda. So this is just a sample welcome party agenda. For most of you guys as treasurers, the welcome party is the first thing you're planning. So we wanted to give you guys just some ideas on what you could do. And then committees. Since you do have the option of having a social committee as the treasurer, we did want to give you guys access to this committee page, which kind of goes through what it's like leading a committee. Remember, you can only have a committee if you guys are meeting the chapter standards, which you should be. So that is it. Please take some time to click around, really dive in, and any questions, ask your ambassador or CLC. Have an awesome day, and let's crush this semester.